Hi everybody. I'm here today on this YouTube video to show you the basic technique of doing thread moxa. It's very simple, but a lot of people don't learn it in school, and although it's part of a number of different courses that I've taught, some of them you can even buy from Blue Poppy, but I wanted to just show you this simple technique. So here I have a little bag of the moxa that we sell here at Blue Poppy. It's $5 for 10 ounces of a pretty nice high-grade moxa. So I'm going to take just a little tiny piece out to demonstrate this technique. So I have here a piece of moxa that's about the size of a grain of wheat. Okay, pretty small, and I'm going to set that here for a minute. And the first thing I'm going to do is take a chapstick of some kind, whatever your favorite chapstick. I like to use one that has a little bit of color to it, and the reason that I like to do that is it's easy to tell where I put it on the skin because I can see it. So I'm just going to stick some randomly on my arm, and the reason I like to use a chapstick is I don't have to get grease on my fingers, which makes it difficult to roll the threads. Stephen Birch likes to use water, but I think that dries up too fast and I can't see where it is on the skin. And the moxa sticks to it, so even if the part of your body that you're doing the moxa on is curved or it's off to the side or something, the moxa will still stick to it, so that's an advantage. So then I'm going to take my index finger from my left hand, which for me is not dominant. I'm strongly right-handed, and the thumb of my dominant hand, and I'm going to roll the moxa out. And you can see if you're watching, now it's gotten too big. I have to cut it in half. Put this down here. That I'm rolling my index finger back and forth, and what I end up with is a little tiny worm of moxa. Okay, so I'm gonna just tear off the end of that worm and attach it or sit it right down on top of the chapstick, and it'll stick there. Okay, then you take your incense stick. And of course you would have a treatment table with, all of your supplies on it, so you wouldn't be doing it from your lap like I am here. You'd have your supply table that maybe even rolls around and has all of your tools on it. But so I'm lighting the moxa stick because obviously these are way too small to light with a match. And I'm going to just simply light this little thread with the moxa stick and it'll burn down. Then, if I want to, I could tamp that out with the dry end of the incense and put another one right on top of it and light that one and let that burn down. Now, if these are done properly, they're very little discomfort to your patient. If you like, you can get a very small glass tube from for making chemical experiments, little tiny glass tube that's maybe the size of a dime around, and you can press that down around the burning moxa, and because people will feel the glass tube, they won't feel the moxa touch their skin. But other teachers will say that you have to have a tiny sensation, a little tiny ouchie, as Kiko Matsumoto likes to say, but it should be a very small sensation, not anything that's causing any great discomfort to your patients. And so usually you would do 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 21, something like that. The Chinese like to do them in odd numbers. The Asian numerology suggests that we should do them in odd numbers. depending on how much stimulation you need for your patient to have on the points that you've chosen. So that's the technique. It's very simple. The only type of people that can't really do it and should not try to do this, if you're a person that always has wet hands, that you always have wet, sticky hands, you're never going to be able to master this. But if, like me, you're fairly yin deficient and you have dry hands, it works very nicely. So I hope you'll use this technique. If you want to see more and hear my entire lecture about it, I have a course called Pain Relief with Moxibustion, where I go into this in some great detail. But thanks a lot for listening. Everybody have a great day.